Hello, everybody. Tracy, Mrs. JDog Flanagan with you here today. I am so happy to introduce our next guest. I'm really excited for this podcast. Welcome back to Tactical Treasures, and I have the pleasure of speaking with Dan Eric. He is the director of projects and special events at Grunt Style. He is a Marine Corps veteran. And hello, Dan. Welcome to the podcast.
Hey, Tracy, it's a pleasure to be here, and
Great.
I'm excited to talk with you today.
Yeah, I'm excited to speak with you too. It's been a while since we came down to San Antonio, huh?
Oh yeah, it's been a minute, and we were up in Philadelphia a it's way too long ago, six,
Yeah,
8 months
I
ago.
know, I know. Jerry says hi, by the way,
Oh,
and
tell him I said, hey, boo.
I will. He's actually going to hike in the June 4th ruck hike here in Philly. He's going to give it
Oh,
a
nice.
try. So we'll see. I don't know. We're going to try out that new knee that he got last summer. So we'll see how it does.
He's like the $1 million man right now. He's
I
got
I
this
know,
replaced,
I
that
know. We just
replaced.
keep building them back better, stronger and better.
There you go.
Oh my gosh. So, tell me what you did in the military in the Marine Corps.
Oh, I was a 0311 and 0352 tow gunner version where it just drove around everywhere. Then it was a 8152, which was security forces, and then I transitioned to 8154, which was CQB,
Wow.
close quarters.
How long were you in?
4 years, 3 months, 2 days, and 4 hours.
Wow. Okay. I guess you weren't keeping track at all.
Not at all.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So, you've been with Grunt Style for how long now?
I've been full time with Grunt Style. In August, it'll be 5 years full time, but working with the company for over 7 years.
Wow. Wow. We love Grunt Style. They do great stuff.
We love you
Love the
guys as well.
t-shirts. I never thought, you know, buying t-shirts all the time was such a thing. And now all of a sudden, I'm a huge believer. I have an entire drawer dedicated to Grunt Style. And I really need to stop myself because I have no room for any more t-shirts.
You can buy
But
another dresser. There's
I
always
know,
room.
really. I love them. I just love them. They're so much fun. So, tell me what you do now with in your role there.
Well, I run all of our events throughout the country. It's not just our brand events. We also have retail store openings. Our club, Grunt Style Division, has their tour going on in support of Reverend Warriors, as you guys do as
Mhm.
well. And basically, my job is to oversee the way the company exposes itself to the physical public and make sure that it's not just a party or an opening, that it's a full brand experience for both existing customers and expose the brand to potential new supporters that may not know about Grunt Style and give them a little taste of what and who we are as a lifestyle brand. We're way more than just a t-shirt company, and not a lot of people know that.
Yeah, yeah. And I've experienced it, and I know what you guys stand for, and I know that you're much more than just a t-shirt company. But I think it's really awesome that you're taking the brand to that level to really truly educate not only I mean the general public, you're educating civilians too, because I mean, when you look at grunt style, it is all about patriotism. It's also military too. So I think it is an educational experience that really needs to be experienced, and the public definitely, I think, needs to be educated on it because I knew grunt style. You know, we started having our t-shirts done by you guys, but I didn't really understand until we really got together and did the TV show together and everything. And I got it. It was like a light bulb went off, and I really understood what Grunt Style was all about. And I just went on a t-shirt shopping spree, and I just can't stop. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Um,
especially through our new Grunt Style Foundation, which you
mhm.
guys know about,
Yes.
of course, where they focus on food insecurities, um, uh, which a lot of people don't know that young enlisted, a lot of them are on welfare and food stamps. They can't
Yeah.
afford
Wow.
food.
That's
So
terrible.
we work with that. They have the hyperbaric chamber program where they're trying to put hyperbaric chambers in the homes of veterans. So it's a really good thing and a good way for us to give back to the communities that supported us for so long.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, you're doing good stuff there. Um, so tell me about your treasure. I'm really excited to hear about it.
So
I
I probably
understand
have
it's
a
really
little
neat.
unorthodox shocker for me, right? Little
Oh,
unorthodox
no, not you.
no. treasure that I find value. I don't collect antiques. I don't have lockers or storage units that I find cool stuff like most people do. And I'm not knocking that at all or anything. Like, just not my thing. But somebody gave something to me and gave me not only something physical but also an experience that I kind of needed in my life. And it's a little personal and it's a little revealing about myself, but I don't care. I'm me. If you don't like me, you know what to do. But uh, a couple of years ago, I was starting to go down a not so good road.
Mm.
Uh, I broke my ankle. COVID hit.
Ugh.
I don't like painkillers. I don't like being on painkillers. I don't like the way I feel on them.
Mm.
So I turned to alcohol. And I was, in that community, we all go out, we have some drinks and this and that. But
Right.
I went from using alcohol to borderline abusing alcohol. And then to deal with the pain at first. And then I went through some personal issues that,
Mm.
I won't go into detail, obviously. And then I started using alcohol as a mask and just
Mm.
drinking a lot. And it wasn't so much going out and have a couple of drinks and call it night. It was going home and like, you know what? I'm going to drink myself to sleep tonight because I can't stop thinking
Right. Mm.
or in pain. So luckily, I have some very, 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 very good people in my life. One of them, not only my boss, but I consider family, and that would be Tim.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
he called me up one day after I had a rough night, and I woke up on 3 o'clock in the morning on my balcony. Thank God it was a Saturday, and he literally called me and says, "I am picking you up at noon, and you're coming with me." And I was like, "Okay, I get it." So first he handed me this and plaque up, and it's a plaque of the Nordic compass.
Mm.
And especially the two details is, there's all the different points, which means phase, practices, principles, passion, authenticity. But one is the hero, which is the course that you want to stay on.
Right.
And then there's the shadow,
Mm.
which is the hero's lost his way and become a false version of himself.
Mm.
And Tim saw me going from here and starting to go down this path here.
Yeah.
So it's for someone like him to really pull me aside and say, "Hey, you need to fix this before it starts, before you start working in the shadows and it starts jeopardizing your future."
Mm.
And he said to me, "He's like, Dan, this company needs you. I need you. I need you to stay on your A game, or I can't help you."
Mm.
So we went out all day. We talked about some very personal stuff that was going on in my life, being away from my son, all the way to pain and personal issues and past issues and stuff like that. And then we spent a good solid, probably 5, 6 hours together, just talking
Mm.
and talking through. And it's not easy, especially as a military man, to admit your pain and problems. I got this, I got this, I got this, I got this. But it takes somebody like him who's been through way more than I have to say. I was about to go down this road myself. You're about to go down a bad road. And you're not going to do that. So then we went and he explained to me the cross and the paths and everything like that. And then I never thought I'd strip on a podcast before, but then him and I got it tattooed
Oh,
on our
wow.
shoulders in the same spot.
Wow,
And
that's very special.
you know, that's my tactical treasure because this is hangs up in my apartment. So I see it before I go to bed. When I wake up in the morning and I shower and I'm getting ready, I have a constant reminder to,
Mm.
hey, no matter what you're going through, no matter what your problems are, stay the course.
Stay the
And this
course,
is coming
right.
to play just 2 months ago. I'm not getting into details. I went through something pretty rough.
Mm.
And it would have been very easy for me to go down that wrong path again.
Sure, sure.
But
Well,
I had a daily reminder every
yeah.
day.
And thankfully, you had a very good friend who recognized the signs and wasn't afraid to literally call you on the mat and say, "I care enough to walk this road with you and help you to face these things, and let's do this together." That is very, very special, very important that, that Tim was there for you.
Yeah,
So
and I appreciate it, and it's and not only at a personal level, but a professional level as well. And that I know I have somebody who's like, hey, don't F this up for yourself.
right. So do you have advice then for other veterans and service members that are struggling? What would be your piece of advice?
Don't be too, and I was this way for a very long, very, very long time in my life. Don't be afraid to notice that you have issues,
Mm,
and I'm too manly for therapy. I'm too manly
right,
for to reach out to a buddy. I'm too manly for this, and then the next thing you know, something bad happens to that person.
right. And I
And
think
for
with
me,
yeah.
I have a friend right now that is struggling with a few things, and he almost slipped recently. And I
Mm,
literally told him, I'm going to kick your ass 6 ways to Sunday if you go down that road again.
right, right.
Call me. I don't care if it's 2 in the morning. You're struggling,
Yeah.
call me.
And I think military veterans are I mean, even though they're men, I think even struggling women too, I think they think, "Well, I'm a military veteran, I should be able to handle this. I'm strong enough, I can do this." They're too proud almost to ask for help. And that's a shame. That's a shame because, we all should be helping each other, you know, because there's a lot that are out there and they're struggling.
Male or female does not matter.
No.
Military, patriot doesn't matter.
Mm,
Depression's a weird thing.
yeah.
And,
And the
and
COVID thing did oh my gosh, that was so detrimental in so many, areas, but especially mental health. Um,
yeah, and I think that's because of the isolation that happens.
yeah,
And when you're isolated,
mhm,
you're thinking
right.
all the time.
And it's the one thing that as a veteran, if you're struggling with PTSD, that's one thing that you're told not to do. Don't isolate yourself. You need to get out, be social. You need interaction.
And sometimes you have to force yourself to do it.
Yeah,
Like even myself, like I just
yeah,
wanted to lay down in my apartment by myself. And I knew it was the worst thing for me because then my brain starts, woo. But you force yourself, you get out, stay busy, find a hobby, go
yeah,
to a Reverend Warriors hike, get out in
yeah,
the veteran patriot communities and meet some really good people that are struggling just like you.
yeah. I think also too, civilians and patriots. I mean, I know just for myself, being a civilian, I'm a huge patriot, and I love JDog, and I love what I do every day. JDog, our company, but also our foundation, has allowed us to get involved in the veteran community, and I love helping. Um, so I feel that I'm lucky because I'm in the space and I get to help, and I'm passionate about helping. Are but I'm sure there's other patriots just like me that aren't in this space but want to help. Do you have any thoughts on how they can help support the veteran community when they're not in it?
The best way to do it is you reach out to the organizations. They're always looking for volunteers. With JDog, IW, there's countless of organizations out there that if you knock on their door and say, hey, I never served in the military, but I would like to volunteer my time to help you guys out, they're not going to tell you no.
Right, right. Yeah.
And it's a good way to immerse yourself in the culture because yes, there's the military culture, but the military culture is married to the patriot culture as well.
It is. I agree with that. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's really, really great advice. So, any parting words as we wrap up?
It's not easy for somebody like me to expose myself the way that I do sometimes. But I don't care. I don't care. I'm a human, just like everybody else. I
Mhm,
don't care where I work, what I do. Oh, I'm on this show or I'm over there. I don't care about any of that. I'm a human being just like everybody
mhm,
else. And it doesn't matter whether you're the CEO of a company or you're a custodial engineer. Everybody's human, and you don't know the struggles that somebody may be going
mhm,
to through behind the scenes.
mhm.
So be nice to people. If you see somebody hurting
Yeah,
or you see they're a little off, doesn't matter. Ask them, hey, you okay? You
right,
want to talk real quick?
right.
Want to let something off the chest?
And
Because that one little gesture, you
yeah.
never know, can save somebody's life.
Sure, it truly could. And I thank you for being willing to share your story and get personal, because sometimes revealing yourself and being willing to tell your story even though it's personal and it makes you vulnerable, you don't know how many people can be helped just by hearing your story. It's important. So I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you
Well,
for
thank you for having me on and
yeah.
allowing me to tell this story.
Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate it. It's really special. Thank you so much. Um, where can we follow what you're doing in Grunt Style and Grunt Style Foundation and buy more t-shirts?
You can go to gruntstyle.com. If you're going to try to track me down, good luck. I'm somewhere different. This is the first time I'm home for over 6 days.
Just
So
just go to just find an IW ruck hike, right?
either IW hike, a club event. We'll be at the College World Series in June. I'm just everywhere.
Oh, well, that's good. That's great. Yeah, doing good stuff. Okay, well, Tim, not Tim, Dan. Thank you so much. I had Tim on, and now I had both of you on. What
There you
lucky
go.
for me, right? Thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it. And everybody, be sure to go to Grunt Style, get your patriotic T-shirts, and check out what the foundation is doing. Thank you.
Well,
Take
Tracy, thank
care.
you for having on, and I love what JDog is doing. You guys keep it up as well. It's
Okay,
awesome.
we will talk to you soon. Bye bye.
Bye.